Bonjour,
Bonjour, je m'appelle Mohamed Aiman bin Abdul Kadir,
je m'appelle Pan Ahmad Kushairi Amri bin Ma'ruf.
and now we are going to present about Nice, France, the city in southern France. Okay, now I'm going to talk about the background of Nice, France. So, Nice was founded around 350 BC by the Greek seafarers who settled at Marseille, and it's known for fantastic climate, fabulous beaches, and beautiful coastline with mesmerizing views. And the people of Nice are called Nicois, like the famous salad, and have their own dialect called Nisat. Next, Nice also is a major tourist center and a leading resort on the French Riviera. And Nice is one of the busiest trading ports on the Ligurian coast until the time of the Lombard invasion. And in 1900, the tramway de Nice electrified its horse-drawn tramway, equipping the city of a modern mode of transport. This to say that in 1900, Nice has its first mode of transport, modern mode of transport. Okay, next, I will talk about the top tourist spot in Nice, France. So first, Ville. Ville is a maze of narrow alleyways and cobblestone streets, and it has a lively ambience reminiscent of Italy. It is also a picture square old town of Nice, popularly known as Babazouk. And Villeville is surrounded by spacious boulevard, including the Jardin Albert I, Place Masséna, and Promenade du Pylon. The famous Marsh aux Fleurs flower market event that beautifies the street every morning except Mondays with colorful blossom. Okay, next tourist spot is Promenade des Anglais. It's also the most emblematic street in Nice, a gorgeous pedestrian area that follows the curve of the Bay des Angus beaches. This legendary seaside road is lined with planted palm trees and filled with elegant garden, like this picture. Okay, next, Le Negresco, one of the 37 promenade des Anglais, which is listed as a National Historical Monument. Also a lavish 5-star luxury hotel with a world-class art collection. Villa Masséna houses a museum of art and history and is surrounded by a gorgeous park with formal French garden. Villa Masséna is also located at Promenade des Anglais. Next, Porte de la Colline du Château or Castle Hill Park is once considered impregnable, the citadel, but was destroyed. Okay, sorry. The Castle Hill Park once considered impregnable, but the citadel was destroyed by soldiers of the French King Louis XIV in 1706. And this idyllic place is a pleasant oasis of greenery, shady trees, and rushing waterfalls. Inside the park, boutiques and restaurants as well as the ruins of two old churches are worth seeing. At night, the Colline du Château is illuminated with special lighting effects. Visitors also can arrive at the Colline du Château by foot from the old town of Nice or take an Art Deco lift or escalator from Place Garibaldi. And the last place for top tourist spot in Nice is Musée Matisse. It's a museum that's sitting on a hill of Simes, a must-see attraction for art lovers. And it lies in a historic Genoese villa surrounded by splendid Italian garden. And there are 68 paintings, 236 designs, 218 drawings, and 56 sculptures, along with interesting sketches for the decoration of the chapel in Vence. The museum also hosts temporary exhibits every year as well as screening of art films and conferences. And now I'll pass it to Kushari.
Okay, thank you to Aiman. So now I will proceed top food in Nice. So actually we already choose two top food in Nice. For the first is Lepan by Night. The bread is always round and usually whole wheat. Actually we will see this bread sandwich at bakery as well. Next is crepe. Crepe are thin and delicate French-style pancakes made without any leavener. When made correctly, they are as thin as lace with irresistible buttery crisp edges. Crepes are popular at restaurants and catered events, and I have seen crepe station at wedding reception too. So next is a festival in Nice. There are a lot of festival in Nice, but this is the most popular in Nice. First is Nice Jazz Festival. It's one of the oldest jazz festival in Europe. The festival has two different atmosphere, which is with band performing on two stages at once, and a total of 6 stages every night for 5 days. Next is Carnival of Nice. For a fortnight, the city livens up and all its neighborhood run wild. An ephemeral artistic creation, the Carnival of Nice attracts nearly 1 million visitors every year. It alone justifies the organization of programs in and around Nice. Then, facts of Nice. Nice is a very special place, which is they have city of small dogs, which is we can we can be seen everywhere in public transport, cafes, barbers shop, and terraces, which is many people will bring their small dogs. On the other hand, it's also true that not everyone picks up after their beloved pet, so always keep an eye on the ground. Next is wine rosé. People drink in any time, anywhere, where although only cheap with salad. Salad and seafood are usually go with it. Next is sports in Nice and Nice, France. First is scuba diving. Scuba diving is the most popular water sport in Nice. This state of affairs is chiefly owed to the bewilderingly rich underwater world of the French Riviera. The center explores more than 30 diving, making available diving lessons. Then is horse riding. An alternative anyone can option for in view of diversifying their stay in Nice. Its surrounding is where several horse riding centres are located, providing tourists with the opportunity to make horseback trips or why not to learn how to ride. Club Hippic de Nice is one of the most complete horse riding centres in Nice. Its facilities and services are intended for the use of both the professional and the amateur. So that's all from us. Mercy.
Merci.